G'day and welcome to the Tasty Cook. Today I have a special treat for you. We are cooking an awesome beetroot chocolate cake, and I have my son here, Branson.
Hello.
And he's going to be doing it for me because this is such an easy recipe that you can get your kids to do it with you. So I'm going to get him to do it all, and let's get this going. Alright, so Branson, first thing we need to do is we've got a springform cake tin, one of these that you can easily pull apart. And I put that together. Now, what we need to do is we need to put some olive oil on this, Branson, and then dust it with some flour. Trying to keep this cake healthy and also nutritional with the beetroot.
But also tasty.
Yeah, it's good cake, isn't it, Branson?
Sure is.
All right, so as you can see now, we've lightly dusted the cake tin and it's all ready to go. Another thing we want to do is just line the base with some paper. It would help us slide it off. Got a little bit of a tip here. Is you cut it. Now, Branson, the best way to do this to get the right size is you keep folding this. So you fold like that, and this means you don't have to worry about trying to cut a perfect circle. So you fold it until you get a cone like that to a sharp point. You put it in the middle, and you find the edge, make a crease, and then with your scissors, you just cut that off. And voila, you have a perfect circle, which now fits perfectly
inside the cake tin.
Pretty cool, isn't it?
Sure is.
So there you go. Alright, what we're going to be doing now is we're going to melt some chocolate on the stove over some hot water, and once we've done that, we'll get the rest of the cake going. Okay, welcome back. We've preheated the oven to 185 degrees Celsius, and Branson has finished melting the chocolate. Still on the stove, just keeping warm, ready for us to mix together. So we're going to mix in all the main ingredients, and we're going to be whisking some egg whites to fold through the mixture. Now the beetroot that we're going to use in this recipe is raw beetroot, about 250 grams that I have put through a coarse grater in the food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can quite easily do it using a hand grater. I do highly recommend you use some plastic gloves, or else your fingers will go bright purple, pink, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to mix all these ingredients together. So let's start with the beetroot, Branson. Put the beetroot, be careful not to get any on your hands. Throw in the almond meal, that should just tip in nicely. We throw in the sugar.
All of it?
Yes. The cocoa powder. And a bit of baking powder. Okay, now all the ingredients will be listed on the website, so please check that out. Now if you want to just give it a bit of a mix with that spoon, just to incorporate it to start with. And I'll get the chocolate because it's going to be a bit hot and it may be a bit dangerous.
So beetroot is receiving all the powdery goodness.
Alright, so we're just going to pour this chocolate. It's very hot, so be careful. Let me just pour that over, mate. Just move the spoon out the way. Look at that beautiful chocolate. Now we've used a chocolate that is 72% cocoa. I recommend anything with over 70 or over for this recipe. It'll give you far better, rich flavour.
I would not recommend anything over 80 though.
Why?
Because that would be very, very strong.
It won't taste very nice, will it?
Yeah.
No. So, I've got a pretty fancy whisk here. You push down and it actually whisks for you. So we're going to be using that. Otherwise, use your electric beater if you want to whisk these up. We need it to go to stiff peaks. So I might get that started for you, Branson. So we got 4 egg whites from the 4 eggs that we used.
This is what it should look like once it's mixed together well, like a very big chocolate mush.
Okay, to save you the boredom of watching us whisk eggs and fold it through, we've folded the egg white through. We folded it a little bit to start with, didn't we, Branson?
Yep.
And to get the mixture incorporated, then we folded the rest, and this is what we've ended up with. Beautiful cake. Just give it a bit of a tap. And now we're going to put it in the oven for 50 minutes, and we're going to be testing that around the 40-minute mark to make sure we don't overcook it, and we'll see how we go. Welcome back. We've taken the cake out of the oven, let it cool in the tray so it doesn't fall apart when you open it. Just use a bit of a knife to cut around the edge of it to help you remove it. We've let it cool a bit, still slightly warm. and we're going to drizzle some chocolate and some icing sugar over the top. So Branson, these are the last 100 grams of chocolate that we got, and we just want you to drizzle that over the top, please. Take it over the plate.
He's going to drizzle.
And you want to try to do it straight lines?
I can't hold straight.
Now while we're waiting, and you just do that little bit, so I'm going to put some icing sugar across the top to make it look pretty. And then we'll add some more chocolate. That was a big gob of chocolate there, Branson. Can you hang on a second, Branson?
Oh.
I'm going to put the bowl down. And there you have it. Chocolate beetroot cake. Awesome.